Welcome back, Classic Car Revivals. We got the old Ford back in here now, so time's running out for Pigeon Forge, so I gotta get going on this thing again. So, yeah, remember, everything my channel makes for the next 2 months is getting donated to a lady that has cancer. Comment, share this video with people, let them know, get the word out there. The more views I get, the more income, the more I can pass on to her and her family. So, but yeah, first we're going to start by ripping that old seat out. I want to see what's underneath it and get the carpet out and yeah, see how bad the floor is. Hopefully it's pretty decent. I also grabbed this Chevy alternator, one wire. I'm going to try to get it in the same spot where that one's at. So that'll be on this episode. I also, Whiskey Dents gave me a set of lowering thingy-mabobbers for the front end of this thing. Because I think it's uphill just a little bit and I want the front a little bit lower. So yeah, I guess you unbolt the shock and you drill some holes and this just holds the shock and strut assembly lower. So we'll see how it works. If not, the original hole's still there. I'll just put it back to where it was. So yeah, let's get this seat ripped out and then we'll throw the camera in there and let you see what kind of mess we have to deal with. That floor's pretty dirty, but I bet Casey over at High Octane wishes his floor pan in his 64 was this nice. So, yeah, got some few trim pieces. These are the ones that go around the door. This must be that side, but it goes up here like that. But on that side. So yeah, I'm gonna get some more of this junk out of here. Try to get the rest of the carpet ripped up. When I pull seats out of these old trucks, I like to take these bolts out and leave the whole assembly in because honestly, most of the time you can't even get these bolts out. And if you do, they're gonna either break off and then it's easier just to leave these in there. Anything good on your side?
No.
Look at that. Oh, it's gonna open.
There's a part of an acorn.
Oh, sweet. That's a back pocket find. Put some oil on that. Save that for later. Something's definitely been living in here before we got it. So. But yeah, the floor from here back, it looks really good, which I'm happy. But yeah, pick out some of the bigger stuff and then grab a vacuum and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. Let's see what's down in the cab corner. It's like what was left of the carpet. There's stuff down there. Oh, that's why. I was really hoping it was a dead rat or something. See my fingers? Yeah. There's a bunch of mud in the corner. The treasures we find. Can't wait to get out of it. That's gross. What's that look for? That's mud, clay. That's why these trucks rust out. Like, right down in here, there's a bunch in here too that I'm gonna have to clean out. But being from the '60s, and where does this thing come from? Indiana. I'm sure there's a lot of gravel roads down there, just like up here. You know, like my '66 came from South Dakota, and that had a bunch of that South Dakota sand in it, and you know, holds moisture. Anything that holds moisture will cause rust. I have to take this and put it in the garden. Look at all that. It's like sandy loam. The whole cab mount is absolutely packed with it. It's got its own exit. Perfect. After I move the truck out, then I'll clean it myself. I'm in the process of putting my low car shifter in. It was free, so that's why I'm going to use it. Can't pass that up. I had to adjust my rod length. It was quite a bit too long. So, and I had to put a couple little bends in it. Hopefully it'll work. I'll dodge the transmission. So, I'm going to crawl under. I'll grab the camera and kind of show you what I got going on under there. Maybe you can see it. You all the way zoomed out.
Mm-hmm.
Watch me drop this thing. Oh. Right, stay where you need to stay. Now I've lost my rod. There it is. So I got the one side in. I set it up where I want it. Then I cut my rod length. Then this way, if you have to, you can adjust it. Because it's got quite a bit on this heim joint. So, yeah, I'll work on this and then I'll have you run through the gears and make sure it at least stays in park. It goes in a drive. You don't really need the 1 and 2 if you got drive. So it helps when you screw your rod in that you put it above your cross member, otherwise you gotta do it twice. And I think I made my rod too long. Oh, hang on. Yeah, a little bit too long, which is perfect. Then I don't have, it's easier to shorten it than it is to lengthen it. Shifter's all hooked up. Camera lady's gonna test it. Go ahead. Reverse, neutral, drive, second.
That's it.
Oh, well, that's all the farther it goes anyway. Yep, that's parked, so. Bonus, it worked. Watch me do the worm. Alright, now I'll run it and she'll show you. Like a glove. Well, I'm happy. That's another check off the old list of stuff I gotta get done by May. By May. Ooh, dear. Next thing I'm gonna end up pulling the front clip back off because I do have to. I'm gonna drain the radiator part way, unhook the upper radiator hose so I can get this big bolt out, so I can get the alternator bolted on. So I think I'll set it back on the ground for that, and then we'll start filming after I get all of this mess out of the way. I was able to just unhook the upper radiators and kick her sideways. Makes more sense than pulling the front clip off and tipping the radiator out of the way. It just worked easier. Yeah, so it's gonna be a Ford tough with Chevy stuff. Yeah, just the alternator. So it's, Ford probably designed it and sold it to Chevy because it worked too good for them. I'm just making stuff up. I have no clue. But I did hear one time years ago that Ford designed a small block Chevy line, and Chevy had a 4-speed transmission that Ford really wanted, and they traded patents. But I'm not saying it's true or not. It's just what I heard a long time ago. It'd be way quicker with a ratchet. Maybe someday I'll buy some ratchet wrenches. I had a set once. I sold my semi, and I think I only had 3 left from selling the semi because it was just, I forgot them in the semi. So. This alternator is a little bit smaller casing wise, ear to ear, tab to tab. So I think I just gotta pull this one side off, and maybe I can, notch it so it'll tip down a little bit, and I can get this upper bolt in. And I gotta, get a little spacer for there. And I had to drill that out because this bolt is bigger than the one that it came with. See if I can get that loose, and see if I can get that to angle down so I can get a bolt on the top and the bottom. Yeah, it's going well. So yeah, I'll mess with this and show you what I got going on afterwards. So I got the alternator to work on here. Maybe. Yeah. I just had to take this bracket off, and I just made the whole bolt hole into an eyelet. So it'll pinch it tight. And then it gave me that enough so it would let me get the upper bolt in. And there's some clearance there. So, not rubbing, so yeah, I'm gonna run with that. I'm happy. So, I'll be able to charge this system without having to figure out the 2 plugs on that alternator. So now it makes it simple. One wire from the battery to the alternator. That's all you need with these alternators. So, yeah, I'm going to get this wrapped up, and I don't know, I'm not going to test it tonight because I do have a voltmeter, amp meter, 12 volt one. Got it yesterday for Christmas. And also got a new hat. Looks just like this one, but black. Oh yeah, lots of room between the fins. Yeah, this is gonna work good. Hopefully. Hopefully it's in line. Oh, it doesn't get much straighter than that. Yeah. Pretty good for just winging stuff. So. Oh yeah. While we're off camera, the lovely camera lady swapped the carb for me. So took that big 750 off, and honestly, if I had to guess, this is probably a 600, maybe a 650. It says 1850 on it, so if anybody knows what that is, what size, let me know. Yeah, I'm gonna keep getting this wrapped up, and I don't know. This might be enough of an episode for tonight. So just in case, if I don't come back out filming later or tomorrow, thanks again. Like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you pass this video on. Anything my channel makes, all the money is going right to my buddy's mother. So I'm not messing around. If you guys can help me even if you share it with one person and they share it with one person, get her some money, help her with her bills, because I guess their insurance is jerking them around right now. So I'd like to help as much as I can. Hopefully more than less. But yeah, make the plan, work the plan. I'll see you guys next Thursday. So, have a good night. For those of you that are still around, that I didn't trick into thinking this episode was over, we were doing sanding on the door the other day, and we found this. It says Harold Pence. There's more underneath. I'm going to keep lightly sanding and see what else is under there. But we did some research. He actually passed away in, I think, 2020, right around COVID when that horribleness was going on. But he owned this guy. I don't know if it's the same guy. Engine repair shop, which is kind of cool. And then he later on went to own Pence Construction. He was a contractor. So this truck's been around. If it's the same truck and if he owned it, this could have been his work truck or anything. But yeah, as soon as I do more sanding, maybe we can find maybe there's a city name or something.
But he lived in Missouri, where the truck came from?
Missouri, where the truck came from. So the title I got is not in his name, which, truck's old, so it's probably been passed around a few times anyway. But yeah, I don't know, I think it's pretty cool. So if anybody out there knows this guy or knows his children, send me an email and I don't know, maybe they'd like to see the truck again. Who knows? But yeah, Happy New Year. That's coming up. That'll be Monday, right? I think. I don't even know. But, yeah. My New Year's resolution is to be a better person. Give more and care more. But you guys don't need to hear that stuff. But this time I'm leaving, so see you later.